Hi, I thought I'd look this over and see what I could find. And I have a camera view open. And the first thing I noticed, of course, is this. And I thought initially that maybe the walls weren't lined up floor to floor, but you turn on the reference display and they are lined up. So I went to a camera view, you click on the roof plane, and these walls are sitting on top of the roof plane on both sides. I'm not quite sure why you did that. But that's why this sheathing is showing, because normally when you put walls on top of roof planes, you open the wall up and go to the roof tab, and then, okay, you got that checked. All right. I didn't notice that before. Let's check this wall here. Since it's on top of a roof plane, it would also need to be programmed that way, and it's not. Okay. Now we'll twirl it around. Okay. Check this wall here. Okay, you had two of the walls marked correctly, and if you mark them that way, they need to sit on the roof. And those two walls, all three walls, are sitting on the roof. Now, there's no reason to have this stop here. I think if you move it back, that'll take care of the sheathing. Sure enough, that's right. I'm just going to move the edge back. Now, this wall here no longer needs to be marked roof cuts wall at bottom. Okay. So when I click on this unwanted sheathing, I get this roof polyline. Let's just straighten out the polyline edges a little bit. Bingo. So what I did, I just fiddled around with it until it started looking correct. But I knew that there was a wrong relationship between the roof polyline and the wall polylines. Now we got a bad corner here. That's probably because these are programmed differently. Let's go back to roof cuts wall at bottom. Of course, that brings back the sheathing, but let's see what we can do. Now we need to go down to where those roof planes are. And if you're going to do that, we need to get rid of all these extra lines, broken up lines here. I'm just going to get rid of them well, I'm going to try to anyway. Okay, that's not wanting to do that. Okay, just trying to simplify this polyline so that it's not quite so complicated as you had it before. See all these extra angles and so forth, they're unnecessary. We put that just under the edge of the wall and then get rid of all these extra lines. There we go. Now let's see if that helped. No, it didn't help. Well, let's see, where's the edge of that? I'm going to take these roof planes. Yeah, I'm going to send them up a level. Just like those two and then go up with them. Because it's the relationship with those three walls up here that's causing the problem. I'm going to turn off the reference display. Apparently you want this to be gone. And you want those walls to stay. But you don't want that. Well, you saw what I did earlier to fix it. I'm just going to take that. There's another way to do this also. Take all three walls and we'll unprogram it. Wall sits on roof. Because this is disconnected from any room or anything, there's no point in really sitting the walls on the roof. Let's just go around those walls like that. Let's take a look and see what that did. No, we still got that problem. Okay, we don't need those upper edges. This geometry here and this part of the, well, I need to get that edge. Yeah, we'll get rid of that. Just simplifying the polyline that represents the roof plane. Well, that's kind of annoying. There we go. I knew there, if we just simplified things down, there's no reason for these walls to be cut at the bottom. And you see that it's coming back. And what makes it go away is the adjustment of where these are. There we go. I'm going to leave it alone this time. Okay, that looks alright. If you want to make this a room, then it needs to be connected, it needs to be closed on 4 sides. Right now there's no room there. I don't know what your plans are for that. I don't know what that invisible wall's for. It has no purpose. I'm going to delete it. Let's see. I covered everything. Second floor corner is missing siding. Well, I got rid of it, and I showed you how I got rid of it. And it's just by a matter of simplifying the structure there. It was overly, unnecessarily complicated. Let's see if there's anything else that needs fixing. There's a little bit of a bad corner right there. And usually those are just errant wall polylines. I'm going to click on that, hit the tab key. Well, I don't see anything straightforward there. I'm just going to jog that a little bit. I don't see anything. Hang on, I got to get the phone. Hello? It was a computer. Okay. I would like to be able to fix that, but I don't see any. See, what is that? Is that a room? See what you've done here. Obviously, if you have a room dialog box here and here, then those walls are marked. You know, they're not checked, so they're regular walls. Let me just do an. Yeah, there's a bad corner right there. Sometimes a dollhouse camera will help expose some things that aren't all that easy to see. I've got a break there. Let's see how that wall is marked there. I'm just going to open the dialog box of that. I don't see any wrong settings. I don't know why that's broken there. Is this wall an attic wall? No. Let's just draw it through then. So you want to have things simple and not unnecessarily complicated. There's no reason to have 2 walls there that I can see. That's alright. Let's see what's... Ah! Okay. These roof planes are chopping up that wall. I didn't see it right off. So we'll click on, right. See how these roof planes are going into that wall? Let's pull it out just outside the edge. Yeah. That's better. See, when you see problems, you look for wrong settings and then things that are a little bit off. Like roof planes are designed basically to chop off walls. And so if you don't want a wall chopped off, you move the edge of the roof plane out of that wall space. And then you'll get a nice clean construct. Ah, that thing's back. Pull that in and see if we can do anything with that. There we go. It's, it's annoying and so forth, but this software is quite sophisticated and complicated. And if you get an unwanted result, check the settings and then just tweak the objects until you get the effect that you want. You may have to do this again and again before you get finished with your project, and just do what you have to do to get it cleaned up and behaving on its best behavior. I think that's about all I can do to this model. Uh, I would, if I was being thorough, I would check the defaults and make sure the defaults for each floor was set properly, uh, and things like that. But basically the cosmetic things that you were complaining of, I've been able to fix. So thanks for your kind attention. I hope this helps you along.